God has given us all some kind of talent, and we will be held accountable for either using that gift to advance God's kingdom or not. Top of the morning to you. When we consider the message of the parable Jesus told us in Luke 19, verses 10 through 28, with the eyes of love and a firm determination to get to know God better, we come head to head with a very disturbing message. Here's a little background first in verse 10. It's where Jesus gives his mission statement. I have come to seek and save the lost. Now, he declared this on his way to suffer and die in Jerusalem. His disciples thought this would be the day the kingdom of God was going to come and be set up, and they were going to be awarded the rewards. Instead, Jesus told them this parable of how important it is and will be to continue working, using their talents and giftings to help accomplish the mission statement even after Jesus' death and resurrection. It seems this nobleman, Jesus, gave to his servants some money or gifts to be used to accomplish the mission statement, while the nobleman was off doing business elsewhere, in other words, at the right hand of the Father until the second coming. In verse 13, he tells them to buy and sell with the money while I go and then return. In other words, don't sit around being idle. Instead, use your giftings and talents to advance the cause of the kingdom. Not everyone liked this idea. In fact, verse 14 said some of his citizens or followers hated him for it. When the nobleman returned, in other words, the second coming, to collect his gains from the servants, he rewarded those who worked diligently and saw increases. They were called good and faithful servants. Then he came to those who refused to use their talents and gifts for the advancement of God's kingdom here on earth and called them wicked. He had their gifts removed and taken away. It's all part of the system, the justice system that Christ plans to uphold in verse 26. I tell you that to everyone who gets and has, more will be given. But for those who do not get and do not have, even what he has will be taken away. Plus, verse 27 calls these people enemies of mine, for they refuse to come under his authority by rejecting his lordship over them. The word of encouragement: we all have gifts and talents, things we're good at. The question we have to ask ourselves is, are we using our time, talent, and treasures for the advancement of the kingdom of God here on earth? If so, expect rewards and even more giftings here and later in heaven. If not, even the gifts we have will be taken away, and we risk being considered enemies of God for not submitting to his lordship. Have a great day.